Welcome to the 411 podcast. This is your host, Anas Jones. Instagram, WT411.podcast. YouTube, WT411podcast.
T-Mal, Instagram, T.Mallory24. I play football, Division I football for Sacred Heart University.
Q Reed, Instagram, Quintus Reed, QUINTUSREID. I play football at Dean College.
Trell, Instagram is _LMB3. I play college football at UMass Dartmouth.
Joel Pullen, Instagram 100GP. I play basketball at Division I JUCO.
Nas, IG Showtime Robinson. I run track at SCSU.
Noah Washington. My IG is No Limit, 2 O's, 2 T's. And I play football at Central Connecticut State University.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, first question for all you guys. Being a college athlete, how did you know to prioritize between partying, training, and studying film, or just analyzing yourself as an athlete?
I'm gonna go first. Well, keep it stacked. I didn't. Honestly, I had to learn the hard way and go through that. That affected my grades. I had to bounce back that next semester, but I did good that next semester and realized what you got to get into at first. Got to put your schoolwork first, and football comes next, and the partying after that. So that's what I did. I had to go through it to learn.
Yeah, for me, I was locked in from the start. For me, my priorities. For me, I already knew what it was coming to college. For me, and I felt like that really set me apart from people that was already coming with me. So type shit. Word.
For me, same as bro. I feel like me coming in as a freshman, I just was trying to have fun, especially me being in Georgia. And then I had to learn the hard way just like him. But you really just gotta put your grades first and everything gonna come after that.
For me, it was like it gotta be it was a mindset thing, but definitely the grades. You gotta make sure the grades come first, and that's where I fell off, worrying about playing football instead of worrying about my grades first.
For me, I guess school always came easy because I don't know, school just always came easy. So when I got to college, it was no different from high school, middle school, and elementary school. So I'm going to class every day, and I'm hearing so much about all these other people who flunk out or ineligible come springtime and stuff like that. So for me, I had other people make the mistakes, and then I learned from those people making the mistakes, and then I was able to get my gears going as soon as I hit the road in college.
Heavy on what Q said, but personally, going to prep school helped me a lot. I felt like going out of high school, straight out of high school, I definitely wasn't ready for no practices, 6 a.m. workouts, film sessions, study halls. I wasn't ready. So prep school definitely prepared me because I'm with a whole different crowd. I'm out the way. I'm not really worried about too many distractions. I ain't coming home too much. So all that played into account of me just being ready for Sacred Heart.
Okay, and then the next question is, with all you guys being from New Haven, what is your opinion on if we had one high school as New Haven? What is your exact opinion if we had one? Just there's no career, no
That's tough.
Hill House, no Metro, no HSC, just one high school with just athletes around, with all our athletes, cause being from Connecticut and New Haven in particular is so small, so we don't have the what you
The light.
we don't have the light that we usually have if we're from a different state. So do you think having one high school will help, or what is your opinion on having one high school?
I think one high school definitely will help, but it's pros and cons with everything. So it'll bring more structure. So people won't have to go to prep school to get ready for college, because through that structure you're gonna have competition, because the next man behind you is as tough as you. So that means showing up on time, working hard every day, having grades. Because if you ain't got the grades, the second string got it, and if he don't got the grades, the third string. Everybody's gonna be tough on the team.
Everybody gonna be nice.
Yeah, if you think about the past of New Haven and athletics in general, inside of New Haven, there's so many battles from school to school that we have now, like Hill House and Cross.
All right.
Hyde was nice when I was younger. Not that. it was nice when I was younger. You got career good in basketball. Like there's all types of schools. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's just like they nice, and all these people are coming from New Haven. So like if New Haven had its own one high school with everybody in there, like he said, everybody on that depth chart would be just as tough as the starters. So
I'm gonna just say, like, if New Haven had one school, everybody like would be in their feelings, like have to work harder. It'll show people true colors on like who they really are and do they really want it. But that comes with, if they really want it, it opens up everybody behind them and getting offers and getting looked at by bigger schools, and then that's what would help CT get looked at more too.
I feel like one high school will have a lot of people feelings hurt. Some people wouldn't
Definitely.
be what they think they are. A lot of people would be humbled.
Sure.
Like, I just feel like the competitive mindset, like if you know you got somebody behind you just as nice as you, it's gonna make you work 10 times harder because you don't even want to see him before you. Not even to be hating or nothing, but you want to be on the field, you want to be on the court more than they do, and they trying to be ahead of you.
Type shit.
Because it ain't for play.
It's not.
Ain't for play at all. Type shit. For me, we had one, for me, high school in New Haven. The rest of Connecticut, you're done. Straight like that.
Scary,
For me,
bro.
but like, we had like one high school, I feel like there's a lot of personalities for me. And like,
Way too many.
way too many. It's like, there's different parts of New Haven as
I didn't
well.
even think about it like that though.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, we really gotta come together and like think of the bigger picture for me. Like little baby for me type shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot of like leaders in New Haven as well too. So I think the amount of people that we had as like those captains and those leaders on different teams and different sports, put that on one team, you got a great organization in that one team.
But if you put them on one team, you think those leaders will still become the leaders that they are today?
Definitely,
The lead,
You know
cream
what I mean?
rises to the top.
for sure.
I think it
You a
would.
leader. You a leader.
I think it would definitely be nice, but it would be a con because a lot of people would not play. Like the people you was balling with
It's gonna be
wouldn't
trials.
be there. Yeah, it wouldn't be. There would have to be trials. There was no trials in high school, bro.
And it's different too, because everybody from different neighborhoods. So like,
You gotta get.
that's a
together.
lot of distractions. So
Yeah.
you better lock in.
So what do you think it'll be more like you know how when we go to like schools that's out of New Haven, like they have student sections, like pep rallies.
Oh, get crazy.
I'm
Like,
saying.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it'll be more bigger, like for the city wise, and then picture just having the games
Cool.
at Bowen. So instead of Bowen just being lit on Thanksgiving, you got Bowen lit
Every
Friday.
That would be
Yeah.
different,
I
bro.
don't even think the games would be at Bowen. That's they would need a
You can't get
big
it at
stadium.
I'm charging for parking.
Nah, it would definitely be different. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Now the atmosphere would definitely be crazy.
No, I was saying, there's a lot of schools like Greenwich, other schools like that. There would be definitely more comp and stuff because they win almost every freaking year.
Who?
Yeah. Like
Greenwich.
Greenwich, Darien, them schools. It would only kind of be fair, sort of, but not.
Yeah, it will be fair.
Yeah, it would definitely
You got
be
one
fair.
team
Yeah,
for
they
the
have
ice
one team for
cream.
their area for me, but for me, if we had one team, definitely there wouldn't be no comp for it.
I think personally, I ain't trying to be biased. I know we the top, but for me, Hartford and Bridgeport ain't too far behind them.
It would be, they would have to play them type shit. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially if they have one school too.
But
So
they
that
got the
goes
same
with-
problems.
They
though.
definitely
Distractions.
I think it's just because inner city types, so we gotta.
The inner city, you think is just they separate the schools just because the neighborhood that you're in, and they want to keep you from certain parts of the city
Because there's some schools you can't even get into.
I can't go to Cross.
You can't go to Hills type.
due to locations.
Where you're from. Yeah, feel me? So,
Okay.
where you live.
You could have went to Cross.
I couldn't.
I was supposed to go to Cross.
You could have, bro. I live on Edgewood and I went both.
You telling them yourself.
Bro, it's too late now. It's over with.
My man's lived on the bully.
I ain't gonna say nothing,
Put
but
down the air, bro.
I was faking addresses.
Oh, yeah, Lytel had like 7
Yo.
kids.
Whoa!
Put it out there, bro. Put it out there, bro.
Chill,
So
gang.
it's like, it is what it
I don't know what
is.
you're talking about.
Certain players can play out of their city. I think
Never heard of
Trail.
that's crazy.
You lived in New Haven, word?
It's a lot of
And you
people
played in West Haven?
past that, but it's a lot of people outside
P.
the city.
Nah, he played both sides, though.
Yeah, you wicked. It's cool though.
That's
It
crazy.
is what it
It
is.
wasn't crazy, but
That's crazy.
it was just, it would have happened sometimes.
I think
Next question is, what does your sport actually mean to you? Like, what I mean by that is like, what made you get into the sport? Who did you look up to, like, to make you get into the sport? And then what kept you going into your specific sport? Because everybody has their reasons why they go into sport. Some people have their reasons why they quit and then go to a different sport. And then other people just, it's in your genes. So, like, your dad or your uncle or a certain family member may have played it, and then you just wanted to carry on that legacy or whatever you want to call it. So what made you want to pick your sport? You can answer all three questions, or we could go around and then come back.
Yeah, I have to break
So-
that one down.
So the first question I'm gonna just ask: What does your sport mean to you? Like your specific sport that you do.
I mean, I'm gonna say it's like a general. Like I feel like the sport should. What was I say? I feel like what you put into the sport is how much it's gonna mean to you. Like how many hours you put into the sport. Like some people don't put enough hours in it for it to mean something for them. Like, and that starts affecting their, like education and stuff like that. So I feel like for me, I put a lot of hours into the sport, so that's why it means something so much to me. Like I don't want that to go to waste. If you put so much work, why wouldn't you want to be great? For me, so.
Yeah, for me, like with sports, I feel like it really like helps my mentality. Not just like within the sport, but the outside world as well. There's like things I do like within the sport, like my competitiveness, that like I can use like on the outside world and things of that nature. Feel me? So that's what that.
I'm gonna agree with Noah on that one. It ain't even. That's just self-explanatory. I put in a lot of hours in basketball, so I just feel like all these hours, why let it go to waste? I'm already here now. I came too far for me to even stop. So
I just believe that like when you do something and like it becomes more than just you doing it as you grow older and stuff like that. Cause like football, it became more than just football when I got older. So like I don't want to waste it if I'm talented in something. So like if I'm already talented, I might as well use it because it's more to football than just me playing football now. I could use it for something bigger.
To me, football means a lot. Like he said, the amount of hours that you put into it measures how much that means to you because of how many hours you put in. For me personally, football actually altered my life, like in a really positive way. So for me, football is the world. Like my life is wake up, live, sleep, breathe, eat football. And then whatever I do is in regards of football. As of right now, I mean, I know football ain't everything, and it's not gonna last forever. So, after football, I'm gonna worry about that after football. But right now, football means everything to me.
I agree with all y'all. Y'all said something real. Personally though, football. I love all sports though. Like sports in general. Like baseball, basketball, football, track and field, everything. But football, baseball, and basketball really impacted me because coming up, I used to get in trouble a lot. So like,
My fault, bro. My bad.
so like
My
the
fault.
sports was like an extracurricular activity just to keep my hands like, just to try to be good or have a goal, something like that. I started playing football at 7. I've been playing baseball since like 7. Basketball started at like high school, and football just took me the longest. I just was more talented. I was just God gifted, and I worked hard with the gift that God gave me to the best of my ability, whether I could work hard, because that's what I can control. I've seen too many people fall off because they ain't work hard, or too many people fall off because their grades ain't right, or too many people fall off because they want to be on the block. And all that is just like a walking testimony. I just took a knowledge to it.
All right. And then the second question is, who did you look up to? It could be in the city or just sports, in your specific sport, or out of a sport, and you just like the mindset that athlete had, and that just not forced you, but encouraged you to keep on with going with that sport.
Me, I looked up to my older cousin Antoine. He's he's like a hero to me. If I had to put a word on it, he's like a hero. The way he carries himself is like something that I can't even compare to. I look at him through a different lens than I look at like other male figures in my life. So for me personally, it was my cousin Antoine. He's so prideful, and he's such a role model for me. So like as a kid growing up, I'm like, I want to be like Antoine when I grow up. I don't care about Michael Vick or people that play football that I look up to. I want to be like Antoine. So for me, it was him. For sure.
You want to
Nah, I got you. I ain't really have like of course I like certain players, Big Ben and stuff like that, but like growing up
Come on,
Ben,
Dale.
bro.
Yeah, chill out on my man. I chill out on my man.
Look at him like
Steelers fan, he's crazy. Steelers fan, come on.
Right. I'll tell you.
My fault.
Right.
Y'all want to hear Vic, Percy Harvin? Let me get into it like that.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
my
tough.
fault.
Big Ben.
But nah,
I never heard nobody say.
I'm a Steelers fan. That's biased.
Nah.
Very biased.
Nah, but what motivated me more was like my dad, because he gave up playing football and playing basketball for me to be able to play that. So like for him to stop his life and put his life on pause to take care of me and help me grow and be great at what I'd love to do. Feel me? I have to give back and do it for him. Like that's what motivated me.
I never really looked up to nobody coming up, and I only say that because I never had nobody older than me showing me the way. Like I never had nobody older than me taking me out going to play basketball. As I got older and I got better, then I had like older cousins taking me to go play basketball.
Once they already know who got you was tough.
Yeah. But I really started playing basketball when I was young because of my father. Like he played basketball, but his basketball career got cut short because he had a motorcycle accident. He couldn't even go play college basketball. So me seeing him not being able to play college basketball, I'm like, I might as well live out both of our dreams for both of us. He done sacrificed a lot for me to even play basketball. Flew me out, trips, playing AAU, taking drive trips, all of that. So that's why I play basketball.
For me, I feel like I'm the same. I didn't really look up to nobody like that. But like my goal was always to like be better than my father. Cause like when he was in high school, like he was nasty, like for me. He had a full ride to Syracuse and all that stuff. But like he was like involved with the gang violence and stuff like that. And I really like fucked him up. And I always told myself like I'm gonna be better than him. My mom, she always influenced me to be like that. So that like really pushed me like to go hard and like for me not be involved with all the extra stuff and like we just lock in for real.
For me, it was my brother Zach. Zach was nice at football, and he would have went to college like at a good school if his grades wasn't how they was. So that kind of motivated me to focus on the school aspect of it, and for me the football aspect, and get somewhere after high school. You know what I mean? Because he went to Dean after, and then just stopped. So I was able to get a scholarship to where I wanted to go. For me, that's basically what the motivation was right there. So he kind of guided me. We didn't have no little guidance growing up like that. So for me, I just followed his steps.
Tell you where mine.
Yeah.
Mine would be my brother, older brother to be exact. He went to Wilbercross. After Wilbercross, he played football for Cross. Got a full ride to Georgetown. Then after Georgetown, he just stopped playing football after his sophomore year. So with me just growing up, it was more so just not trying to like be better than him, but like more so just like get at that level, because just seeing it in front of me, it just made it seem like it was possible. Because like growing up, you really don't see a lot of people like saying go to college or do this, do that, because at the end of the day, it's either streets or jail sometimes. It depends on how your environment is. So when I saw it like in front of my face, I feel like I knew that it was possible. So me knowing that it was possible, it helped me to realize that maybe I could last them 2 extra years he didn't go, and then get the 4 and still graduate college like he did too. So it was more so with my brother, I feel like it was just more so just getting there and finish it instead of just stopping at the 2 years.
That's a fact. I looked up to a few people. I ain't even gonna lie. On some humble shit, I looked up to my brother too. What motivated me was I'm trying to be better than him.
All right.
At everything. Like it don't even matter. We added.
Yeah.
Trying to be better than him. And he definitely took me under his wing though. Like he taught me a lot. And it's a lot of people that taught me a lot, and they know I look up to them. But for me, my brother is more significant than what they did, because I can't be who I am without him. Like, and he know this. Like, once he see this, he might cry. That's how real it is. Like,
Sure shit though.
I swear.
All right.
From like, because we wasn't just we're not just tossing the ball around. We was running steps when bowling was concrete. Like, we was running 100 yards, We running real drills that we seeing online because we ain't got no coach to tell us what drill to do. And we just trying to get each other better. Tackle football all the time. In
No
the street,
pads.
don't matter. Because I ain't really have my dad to teach me football.
That's facts, bro.
Like that ain't his lane. I didn't come from an athletic family, in my opinion. They chose a different route. And for me, God bless people a little more than others. So you just got to do what you got to do.
That one boom was grass.
Boom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Boom
bad.
grass, bro. Concrete steps.
Concrete steps with cleats on.
Push-ups and
Screw-ons? My next question would be like, when we're all in college, like, so how do you handle like your lows when you in college? Like when you know you're a college athlete, like you know you're a college athlete, and then sometimes like when you're a college athlete, like it may seem like all good, but like deep down it's like, feel me, like
Sucks.
sometimes like it sucks. Sometimes you call for help and then like nobody there. So like in certain, I go first too, just to like, feel me?
Yeah.
Like in certain situations, like what do you do when you, like who do you call? Because I know sometimes in some of our families, we might be the first generation in college. So you really can't call on a lot of people to, hey bro, I don't know what to do in this situation, could you help me? And then they like, I don't know. So like, I go first, just y'all, while I'm talking, y'all can just think about, and then we can just go around. So for me, it was more so when I be at my lowest, I more so talk to my brother, just because, or like any family member that has been in college as an athlete. And I'm not saying you had to play as an athlete. I'm not saying you had to be a star on the team. I'm just saying you had to be an athlete, because I feel like if you talk to somebody that hasn't been a college athlete, they're not going to understand what you're going through, because of the fact that being a college student and being a college athlete is two different, completely different things. Because as a college athlete, you got to balance schoolwork, meetings, practice, and you still got to work out, still got to go to weightlifting. Then you still got to find a way to study after all that, and then you still have to recover with like your body just in case you get an injury and stuff like that.
Some of us got jobs too.
Yeah, and then sometimes you don't have them 2-parent homes or that 2-parent mom, stepmom, or mom, dad, or a step parent. So it's like in certain situations, you like Q said, you gotta get a job. So like I feel like personally, the way how I balanced it was just more so I was just lucky to have a brother that was able to go to college, because at the end of the day, he understood everything I went through, because he was a Division I athlete. So, and this is to not any division. Any college athlete is crazy. It don't matter what division you are, 1, 2, 3, JUCO, you still a college athlete at the end of the day. And I feel like everybody has their struggles as a college athlete. So I feel like with me, I just was lucky and blessed to have a brother that went to college, just because he was able to help me through a strength that my mom couldn't understand, because my mom ain't like, she wasn't no college athlete. So it's like, and then my dad, he didn't go to college. So it's like, you really can't call on everybody, because not everybody's going to have the answer that you need. So I feel like with him, I was just lucky and blessed to just have a brother that went to college that understand what I was going through. So that's like just checking up on you, like, hey bro, you good? Like you need some, or like how practice going? Like the little small stuff, because when you're in college, you really like dolo. And for me, COVID, I went to Maine and then I transferred. So the COVID year, I was home. And then that was literally my first time since like 2018, 2019, since I was home, like since I was away from home. And then when I was in Maine, I was going home like every other weekend. So like when I'm in Charlotte, I can't go home. So I don't got no family members out there. It's just me. So I just be in my room, just sitting there, just like nothing, just thinking.
Mental.
Yeah, then it hit your mental. Then you just sitting there. But I feel like that, and just having friends that go through the same like stuff, or like not from the same place, but like from the same, like go through the same thing. Because at the end of the day, I feel like college is where you meet some of your friends that you gonna like talk to for a long time. So yeah, that's it. I don't know who want to go first.
You hit a lot of points.
Nah, you said some facts though.
I'm gonna try. I feel like I wired myself like on some structure already. Like it's just become an everyday routine. So I just be going through the motions most of the time.
You think it was because of prep school helped you, or do you think it's because
I just been
the way
like
how
that.
you was raised?
I was raised.
Okay.
I don't really complain about a lot of things I could complain
That's
about because I'm blessed to go to college. So
Right.
like I ain't really got too many things to complain about. So when practice get tough or workouts get tough, I just try my best to thug it out, keep my head down and work. I know that's like cliche, but it really worked. Like it really does. Like you could talk to your guys or your friends at college if you need to, but most of the times I just stay to myself. And I work out a lot. I think working out is therapeutic. Because if you stressing about your skills in a sport, go work harder.
All right.
When I'm at my lowest in college, I probably first I pray a lot in college. Like I might have a bad day, bad game, just because prayer. I like to believe like God is first in everything. Give thanks to God no matter what. Also after that though, I call my mom, text my guys. Sometimes I just call my mom to vent. You feel me? I just call her like, yo, bad day, dropped 2 balls, missed a block, did this, did that, yada yada, whatever the case may be. But sometimes she don't even have anything to say because like she didn't play college sports, so she doesn't really know, like you said. But I still call it an event because like that's my rock. So like no matter what I'm going through, whether it's sports, school, relationships, friendships, work, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna call my mom. I'm gonna vent to her. And a lot of times I don't even be needing her to say anything to me. I just be needing her. I be needing that listening ear. So I call my mom. My guys, they like it's like tough love with my guys. So if I'm feeling like a little lower than usual, I don't talk to my guys about it because like they gonna be like, you feel me? Muscle up, man up, tighten up. You feel me? So it's
Tighten
Like
up,
some
soldier.
love though. What you talking
yeah,
about?
but it's like
It's not the love. It's not the love
it's
that
not
you
what
need
I
at the
need,
moment.
You feel me? So it's like it'll be like
So-
they be like, damn, I had a bad game, da da da. You know who you are, da da da. It's like, bro, I had a bad game. Like I had a real bad game. But I mean, you need that too sometimes. So it's them, and then my little brother too. My little brother, because he look up to me so much. So like, I call him or I text him like, yo, this happened. And he's like I believe in you. And to hear that from my little brother is crazy because it's like sometimes I don't even believe in myself, and he got outstanding belief in me. So when I'm at my lowest, I'm praying, mom, little bro, and God.
When it comes to like the college aspect of like college athletes, I usually just call my mom. Like she's always been there. Like she helps me through everything, anything I need, whether it's the classroom, financial aid, all that. She's always been there. I call her first for almost all that stuff. But then when it comes to like the athlete part, yeah, it's not too many people you could talk to. I usually most of the time I just thug it out for real.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna lie. I really just thug it out.
Stress.
I wish I could do
I
that.
swear.
I do for real.
It's not. And then to like, if it's really that like bad, I'm in the film room, asking coach like what it is I need to improve on or look at. Like I'm in the football room now if I'm at my lowest because I'm trying to improve something I love now because it ain't just the feeling's just not gonna let me just stay there.
When I'm at my lowest in college, like he said, I pray a lot as well. But after that, I call a lot of people that got their best interest in me. So like my older brother, he's my biggest critic. Like I call him, yo bro, I had a bad game. What you mean you had a bad game? So what? Next game, go shoot 30 more shots. Nobody cared.
Just
Hearing stuff like that, I'm trying to win for him. In his situation, I call my father. He got his best interest in me as well. He might not know what he's talking about. He gonna say something. He gonna say something. He gonna say something that's gonna motivate me. Be like, yeah, he right. Like, pick your head up, put your chest out. Like, you good. You in college. A lot of people don't go to college where we from, bro.
Definitely.
Especially where we coming from. We be in a lot of odds. I still talk to coaches, my prep school coaches, my high school coaches. They know what I'm going through. Even my cousin Doc. I talk to him a lot. He be telling me, bro, just go watch film, go study. If you watch your sport, it gives you IQ. It helps you even play better. Like you might just be thinking, oh, I'm watching a football game, a basketball game. You watching your position just to see what they doing. Like just watching the sport just make you become a better player. So.
It's crazy you said that. I don't mean to cut you off or nothing, but it's crazy that you say that because, like, as I got older into the sport, you start
analyze.
looking at the game differently.
Mhm.
Like, you're
Start
not
really seeing it.
Yeah,
For,
but
like,
when you younger, it's like, oh, you seen that spin move, you seen them juke, da-da-da. It's like, it's that. But when you get older, it's like, yo, you seen the release, you seen the swim move, you seen the hand placement, like,
Footwork,
it's crazy. Yeah,
everything the coaches used to
it's
say.
crazy.
But like for me, when I'm at lowest, I agree with Q. Feel me? Get down on my knees, pray to God.
Yeah, but Teron started smiling. Teron started smiling.
Nah.
That was
Yo,
But like,
ain't nothing wrong with praying, bro.
yeah, for
They
me,
joking around.
It's just how you
Crazy.
said it. Like,
get down, watch.
Get my knees. Pray to God.
yo, get that out. But like, but like, feel me? I feel like I live a different like social life. Feel me? From everybody else. Feel me? I'm really, especially my freshman year. I feel like I was really like toxic. For me, in terms of like
That guy. What do
Huh?
you mean? You're that guy.
for me. So I feel like
Shit.
my freshman year mentality was horrible for me. I used to go straight to social media to like that was my way of coping for me. I feel like I don't know, it was like a open diary type shit. But as I got older, for me, I just started to like really start praying more and start like get a relationship with God. And yeah, to be honest, and then with the athlete side, I just take it out in practice. For me, it's different when you track runner though. 'Cause for me, you could really like go to the gym or like go to the field. Like track, it's kind of hard a little bit, especially when it's cold outside.
Gotta wait.
Yeah. So for me, but yeah, it definitely like take it out with the like practice and stuff.
For me, I mean, I grew up. I'm not really talking about my problems like that for real. So I say the same thing like Teron. Like I just be thugging it out, dealing with it myself. I mean, like for football, it's like you gonna have bad days, like a lot of bad days. The bad days gonna stack up, but it's like you just gotta keep going through it. Like you gotta understand that you gonna get out that slump eventually. You just gotta keep focusing on your craft for real. That's really what it's about. And yeah, that's really it for real.
I want to hear you.
I went first.
you went
Remember you couldn't.
But yeah,
He
more
said
to
you
say.
opened it up, remember?
I just thought, yeah,
Nah.
for sure.
Couple more questions. First one.
This is Teron question. Teron asked,
Who is Teron?
if you could go back and tell your younger version of yourself something that could impact your life differently, what would you tell that younger version of yourself?
That's
tough.
No, that one tough.
I ain't gonna lie. I tell myself, bro, do your work. What you playing around for? What you waiting for? You won't wait till the last minute to do all the work. Do your work. Lock in. The party's gonna be there.
Yeah.
The girls, they gonna be there. Truth be told, you might think they not gonna be there, but
Swear.
they gonna be there.
Everywhere you go.
I
See?
think. Oh, go ahead.
See?
Everywhere you go.
Nah,
Show
but-
next.
Yeah, just do your work, bro. Stay focused, stay locked in. That's really it.
I think I tell my younger self that stop thinking you have time. Like you don't got time, bro. You don't got time to relax. Time flies, so I'll just tell myself lock in now, earlier than later.
For me, I tell my younger self, for me, be more confident. Really know your abilities. Like, don't ever settle like short of yourself. For me, because like a lot of times when I was younger, I used to always I probably like get in the back and like skip a rep. For me, because I started off as a lineman, to be honest, like in Pop Warner. And I wasn't really a running. Anybody was a lineman in film.
Yeah, they
Pop
laughing
Warner.
at you. I feel you, bro.
I feel you.
I wasn't a lineman, but I feel
Nah, I feel you.
I mean, it was D lineman though.
I'll let D line.
Bro, I feel
Yeah.
Definitely
I wasn't really a
don't
running back till high school for me, so I really didn't have that much confidence. And then I felt like if I would tell myself like you're him, for me, I feel like I would have.
more confidence.
Yeah.
Type shit. Yeah.
I feel like I definitely didn't have enough confidence until after high school. I definitely tell myself, like, just go grab it. Go take what's yours. Like, what you playing for? You know what you got to do. Go take it. That's it. I just tell myself that.
I'll probably tell myself to leave New Haven, to be honest. It's nothing against New Haven. I love New Haven as home, but like the opportunities in New Haven are so limited for guys like us who are talented and have an outrageous amount of potential as far as where you end up after high school, where you end up after college. So every opportunity is, for some reason, it feels like it's outside of New Haven. So I'll probably tell myself to get up out of here and go where you know you're gonna get them looks, those opportunities to show people who you are.
I would have told myself to go prep too, by the way.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because we wasn't really getting exposed
I
to
wasn't,
the sevens with
Yeah,
Darnell.
exactly.
Like that's when we first like really like.
And that was at college camps. You feel me? It
Yeah.
wasn't even at like the regular.
I feel like it
But that was new to us.
traveling too. The traveling opened our eyes too. Like we could really do this.
Yeah, because we was going to we was going against
Some nice people.
like
yeah.
5 stars, 4 stars, and we was kicking their ass. You feel me? Like we was.
They ain't really
We
know
went
about
against.
Connecticut.
I don't know if y'all knew, but we went against Michael Parsons and Kyle Pitts at the
Maryland one.
when we got into the fight with Prep 7.
Oh.
Shit, that's why I can't go nowhere now.
So you feel me? The niggas swung on us. Like,
we was winning.
Nah,
It's
those
the
7-on-7s get physical.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, get real.
That's a fact.
I'll definitely go prep again.
Vegas,
Yeah,
we went
100%.
Yeah, I
Get
probably
that little exposure.
I probably tell my younger self, go harder, nigga, because you ain't even did enough.
you think you did?
Like really though, like,
Not
you
doing
ain't even
nothing.
did enough.
And you scratch the surface.
I swear, like, yeah, I was like you. If I'm talking to my younger self, I'm telling a nigga like, nigga, you all conference, you all state, but you not all American.
That's a fact.
Like, you don't got no records. You gotta solidify whatever you're trying to do, whatever your legacy or represent, whatever you're trying to represent, and just work hard at this shit every day because it's not an overnight play. Everything you're trying to accomplish in the future, especially in terms of sports, not just football but basketball as well. This ain't no overnight play. Like you could go to JUCO route. That mean it ain't no overnight play. You in this for the long run. You feel me?
That's just to piggyback off of that. Like you say, you feel like you doing a lot. You feel like you doing all of this, and you really not doing much. Like for me, I go to Dean, and then I go to see other people, like other schools, and it's like, where are you from? And it's like, I'm from Connecticut. And it's like, Connecticut.
Facts.
What? You feel me? It's like Connecticut.
Every
What?
time.
You feel me? So it's like you ain't even the buzz nowhere else.
Yeah, you
So
talking
you
about
ain't doing
Connecticut?
nothing.
We in the
Yeah,
same
they don't know
spot,
you.
fam.
You feel me?
We in the
Like,
same spot.
so it's like,
And I agree with you were saying too. Like you want to leave. But personally, I wouldn't even leave because like
I trust my work more.
that too.
And I feel like when we was younger, I feel like it was more so the time we were spending on our craft was more so small because we wasn't like really wired yet. So like we probably started working on like junior or sophomore year. Cause you left when
That's fact.
you left when your senior year.
Yeah.
See, the way I see it, if we would have put in the work that we put in the last 2 years that we say, in all 4 years, it would probably be a different outcome. Like going to camp, like now people going to camps as freshmen.
Every day.
Like for me, going to camps as freshmen, going to
That's-
camps as sophomore.
I can't put that on myself to know.
No, I'm just saying like younger self. I'm just saying put yourself out there more just so you can know. Cause like, say if you go to a camp your freshman year, you already know when you go back your sophomore year, you already know what to prepare for your.
You just gotta have
for your
right people
sophomore
in your corner.
Yeah,
You gotta
that
have
too.
mentor or.
But then sometimes some people do it by themselves though. That's what I'm saying. So I would just tell my younger self, just get yourself out there more as like for yourself.
Right.
Because nobody, like we all said, nobody's not gonna do it for you. So sometimes you just gotta feel me, just
and do what's right. Like like control the controllable.
right.
Like I applied to a lot of prep schools. I really like some of them. I applied my junior year. I couldn't get in because my grades was low. I had to get a 3.9 in order to get into Suffolk.
that's tough.
Like, come on, like it's difficult.
I'm straight.
That's OD.
Take that.
Yeah, I'm saying I had to work. I had to get right because I had to make myself get a shot.
3.9.
I had a 3.9 my
They
senior
got it.
year.
They got it. I was fighting to get a 3.0 every year.
Oh, nah.
Gotta stay focused, y'all.
Gotta
man.
So gotta lock in, my brother.
It's a long road ahead of you.
Yeah, but like academics, just look at people in college. Look at all your teammates in college. They be
Folding.
Still struggling.
red shirt, whatever they want. If they red shirt because of eligibility reasons, due to them not having the grades, that just play account to it. Like, and coaches look at that when they recruit. Like, is this kid a liability in the classroom?
And they not gonna trust you on the field if you
Yeah,
fucking up in
word.
the classroom.
Yeah,
They not,
right.
they gotta trust you.
Leave that shit at the door.
Pack it up, brother.
And then the last question is, if sports, are you prepared for your life after sports, or you just focus on sports right now, and then when the time comes, you just gonna, like, are you prepared? What?
Nah, that was good.
Oh, are you prepared for like
This question.
your life after sports, or right now are you focused on just sports right now, or then when the time comes, you just gonna fill it out?
This was probably the best question I've seen on your list because a lot of colleges don't talk about this shit at all. It's only worried about what you're doing now and not what's gonna happen to you after. They're worried about what you bring into the school now. For me, so it's kind of messed up because I don't even know how to answer that question. Not even gonna lie, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go through it when it happens.
You're gonna
bro.
adapt.
Yeah, for me, you gotta adapt, start taking on a real career. You know what I mean? So it's like,
So do you feel like, okay, then I'm a rebuttal like everybody's, like,
Yeah, go ahead,
depending on
yeah.
your answer. So do you feel like your school and your coaching staff prepare you for life after school, or is it more so they're focused on just you as an athlete?
I feel like yes, because they put you against adversity a lot at my school. So I mean, we gotta go out. Yeah, you gotta go against adversity in the real world. So I feel like that's a good point. But we don't talk about that at all. Like what's gonna happen after college, that essential type stuff.
I'm gonna answer that if I remember. Wait. I gotta think.
That's a great question.
That is.
Yeah, we don't really talk about it at like my school, but like I've had one-on-one conversation with my coaches about like how to like really like have like more than one
Paths.
nah, it's like different job
Opportunities.
yeah, things like that. But personally, me, I just be taking it step by step, like as much as I can, like doing internships and things of that nature. Feel me? So like,
Is that you just doing, like, taking matters into your own hand, or is that just your family or your coach, or is that, like, which one is it?
it's probably just a mixture of like me and my family, to be honest. Cause like my mom, like she knows, like, feel me, she doesn't want me to be no bum, feel me. So like we talk
For real,
like,
though.
feel me?
Yeah.
Like she guides me like towards like the paths I need to go to, and it's really up to me. And I feel like as long as it's up to me, I feel like I'll be straight in life.
Facts.
Right now, truth be told, I don't even think about what I'm gonna do when the ball inflate. Like, I feel like this is my only plan. Like, this is my plan A. I'm not even thinking about a plan B right now. Only because I feel like if I spend too much time worried about a plan B, I'm gonna be thinking I can't even fulfill this dream that I got right now. So I'm not even
cut yourself short. Type.
So I'm not even worried about that right now. But when the time comes,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure and confident in myself that I'll be ready for it. Like I feel like as a young black man from New Haven, Connecticut, I done been through a lot of stuff that
Right.
a lot of people haven't even faced, the truth be told. So I feel like when the time come, I'm ready.
do you think it'll be hard for you to adapt knowing that you was focused on the sport, or you think just because the environment that we grew up in, you could change quicker?
I feel like I could change, not even only because of the environment that I grew up in, because I done went to prep school and had to adapt to a whole different world that I wasn't even familiar with.
All right.
So I feel like I adapt very fast.
Okay.
I gotta agree with like taking it like day by day. I don't think about too much of the future, because too much of the future, like he said, you're gonna cut yourself short of what's tomorrow or what's later. You don't know really for sure. But as in like after college, if it was like the coaches definitely talk about it and try to push that towards you. But like in my head, it's like I'm not too worried about that right now. I'm just trying to fulfill this dream and handle this business right now. Like you only get one shot at this, so like I'm trying to handle that.
And then with you, when you pick, everybody's gonna get a different question. So when you pick your major, did you just pick it just
I was
because?
gonna talk about majors too.
I was about to say, when you pick your major, do you pick it based upon your interest or something that you want to do after college?
So like me right now personally, I picked it off what I like to start college.
Mhm.
But since I transferred to the school I'm at now, I'm a double major now in psych and criminal justice. So like I started to like psych more through school. Like it's been a good thing, and my mom's a psych major, so that's also a plus. So like seeing her do her thing, and then me, the way I think and move, it's like into the psych major. So I'm like, if I'm good at this, I might as well study this too, and criminal justice and psych is hand in hand. So it's like,
You a psych major?
yeah,
Criminal justice. It's like major too.
it's like smooth. I like it.
My school is actually really, really, really good at preparing you for life after college, after sports or whatever you interested in at the time. It's a private school, and it used to be a JUCO. It's a particularly smaller school, so you get a lot of one-on-one with your advisor, your professors, coaches. So like, they actually care about you. So you're not just like I know at other universities, like you said, you're just valuable goods at that point, especially on the field. So
That's
like,
really what it
Real shit.
like that's what it is. But at our school, you're family, and that's something that they harp on a lot. Like, you a part of a family, and it's cheesy, it's cliche, but it's like you really feel that shit when you go there, because it's like everybody knows you and everybody cares about you. So my school does a hell of a job of preparing you for after college. But for me, like Joel said, I'm focused on football right now. Like, whatever, I'm taking this as long as I can, for however long as I can. Whatever God blesses me with. You only get one shot to do this shit. Like, you really only get one shot to do this shit. And to me, I just feel like, why not take full advantage of it and put all your coins into one basket with this, is for as long as you can. Because you hear about NFL dudes, NBA dudes, only a few of them played 20 years plus, 15 years plus. You got this for a year. You got it for a year guaranteed at every single year, a year. And then you earn it the next year. So, for me, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket with football. And then after football, I feel like football prepared me enough to take on any challenge after, or whatever life throws at me.
And do you think going to, like, I know you went to, I know we all went to Elm City.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Elm City prepared you for college? The 2 years that
Yeah.
the years that you went there, do you think it helped when you went to college, or it was just more cliche? Do you think?
I think it did help, actually, because I left the charter school sophomore year of high school, and then when I got to Hill House, I realized, like, no, I'm not. I graduated from Hill House. You feel me? So
I'm about to
it's
say,
like-
I feel exactly what
but
you're talking about, though.
When I went to Hill House, it was like, not you on your own, but it was like, you gotta go get whatever you gonna get. You feel me? Like, but you gotta go do that.
So I was guided more through Elm City.
Yeah, they
It was
sort
more
of
so held your hand
more.
more type of,
So,
like,
like,
especially in the
follow
high
you.
school. Like, I know when I was in my 1 year there, you was held your hand with everything. Like,
Bro,
when
it
I
was
mean
essays, reading
everything.
it was homework every fucking
And the crazy
day.
part is,
shit
like,
that
we
happened.
both left. Like, we literally left the same year. Like, we
I didn't
both.
get that privilege.
Bro, you left though.
Right. That was your decision.
You left. I'm about to say, you left.
To answer your question. Yeah. Elm City did help me out a lot, because like once I left Amistad, and then I got to college, it was like, all right, this is how shit was back at Amistad, because you got essays, you got books to buy, books to read, almost 3 or 4 chapters a night. You got presentations to do, you got hella shit to do. So it's like, that's why Amistad gave it up. So it was like, you already know what's coming.
I can't really speak about the Elm City part, I ain't gonna lie. Cause like,
Because you left.
Cause you left.
y'all think I left, see? Yeah, I ain't, that's not what happened. They asked me not to come back, no cap.
He was
How
bad.
they
Bro, they
Nah, he was terrible.
Bro, they
He
asked
was
me not to
terrible.
come back. I kicked, like, fake got kicked out. And I had to figure that, like, me and my mans who ended up going to Betsy Ross, you feel me? I got my act together.
Come
A
on.
few other things happened, other things transpired, but overall, I just got my act together and realized that I probably missed out on a few opportunities through Elm City. Like, I could have been molded way better, but I gotta live with that. I gotta live with whatever things I did in the past and the consequences I reap. But I feel like I was prepared, kind of. Just in general, I feel like we could all adapt to anything. Like, just like what he said, we young black men from New Haven. Like, we done seen a few things. We done endured a lot. We sacrificed a lot for whatever we're trying to achieve. So through this little route of life or whatever we're trying to accomplish, we could overcome any adversity that we face because we already did it. We here. You got a podcast. You face tons of adversity. You feel me? I could really go down the line with everyone. I know everybody personally. Like, everyone really overcame so much, and it's like incredible. So you could just keep going. And like Sacred Heart, we don't, feel me, it's only a handful of, it's not a handful, in my opinion, it's 2 coaches that really make sure you're straight. And that's just cutthroat because it's a business. Like, it's a business. You're not here, they don't care about you. Like, really though, like,
Care about what you bring.
I done faced a lot, like, I done lost a lot of people in my life, and I was missing practices and all that. They didn't care. Like, they don't care about, feel me? If I want to talk to so-and-so, they'd be like, oh, we got a therapist.
No, that's crazy.
You feel me? Like, they don't, really though, like, they didn't really,
crazy.
that ain't they problems to be taken on. So, like, that's why I thug a lot of things out, because if I could overcome it back then, I could overcome it now. Like, am I ready for college? I mean, am I ready for life after sports? 100%. I think I set myself up in a good position to where if all else failed, not even all else failed, but like, who's to say you failed if you ain't make it to where you think you gotta go?
All right.
You feel me? Like, you, just cause your plan didn't work out the way you thought it was gonna work out, don't mean it ain't work out. Like, and that's why I take academics so seriously and majoring in what I major in, minoring in what I minor in.
That's what I was about to say too, bro. Because it's like I feel like a lot of athletes try to choose something easy to get through college. With a lot of athletes do like communications or something. Like, not no offense, no offense. Nah, you know what I mean though. Like, it's not. But you from me,
You start to pick a major just so you can
get through. Because a lot of, even when I walked into college, I wanted to go into nursing, bro, off the rip. But even my coaches was like,
Sacred Heart to school for that.
I wanted to be a sports bro.
I wanted to go into nursing, but even my coaches was like, don't do that. Like, it's gonna
because
be too
your
hard.
the class schedule and
football.
I wanted to be a physical therapist, bro. I couldn't even get past bio, bro. I did that shit 3 times.
Don't worry. That's great. That's great with a D.
You telling me?
I graduated though. From
It's crazy how y'all talk about y'all coaches like this though. Cause like last year when one of my mans, I got into an accident and you feel me, I was fucked up. My coach took the time out of practice. You feel me? We're in the middle of practice. We run a team. That's where you get all your reps at. We run a team, and Cuz came over to me like, what's up? Let's talk. You feel me? Let's sit down and talk. And we talked for like an hour at practice. You feel me? So it's like
At practice, it's
at
crazy.
practice.
I've
You
never
feel me?
seen
So I'm
it.
like, it's just crazy to hear y'all stories about y'all coaches. That shit.
How many kids you got on the team? No, like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
60 something.
60.
we got 120.
Yeah,
I think that's why they don't be trying to take it. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, like, not all the coaches is like crazy bad, but like, it's some coaches you could talk to, like, you just gotta have a connection with them. But it's like not all of them are gonna care about what you're doing. Like, for me, like, only your position coach maybe, like, type.
And then the question I got for you, you're very good at marketing yourself. So, do you feel like if you probably don't even notice, like, do you feel like, okay. But do you feel like, as a person, do you feel like you have a career if, like, I know you're focused on football at the moment, but do you feel like everybody in the room knows this, that you're good at marketing yourself? So do you feel like you have a career in marketing and, like, anything?
truly, I
like,
never thought about that.
Communications.
Yeah, I don't got none of that background. I'm not even educated on that. So the fact that you're telling me I do it well, I guess like I'm natural at it. But I really have nowhere. I never took a class in that. I don't major in that. Minors. But now that you said, you might motivate me or inspire me to do something with it.
That's just who you are.
Caption boy.
You got a great supporting cast behind you. Like, it's like the whole city.
Literally.
You got the whole city behind you type shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think you see it, but I mean,
It's cool.
He do.
Yeah.
He do.
Yeah.
I don't think you see it clearly though.
I don't see how y'all see it because it's directly to, like, I literally, it's my perception.
right.
So, like, I know, like, people support me, but when you fail,
Be quiet.
fail, like,
Real quiet.
people start acting different. Like, that's just what it is when you fail. But when you win, everybody wins. But when you lose, you lose.
That's just life, though. Everybody hopping on the hot train. You feel me? Don't nobody care about you when you losing. Don't nobody care about you when you down.
Mhm.
But when you when you at the top of the mountain, everybody want to be up there with you. So
I also realized that social media plays an important role. 'Cause I missed out on a prep school opportunity because of the way I spoke on Twitter before. And I didn't even know that was important. I'm a kid. I'm a high school kid. I didn't even think that was important. Like, I
they
missed.
dig deep too.
Yo, like he sent screenshots and was like, "Yeah, we denying your application." Mind you, I didn't curse or nothing. Like, it's just something.
They just trying to find something.
Anything.
Boys dig deep.
Like
Yeah,
police
like
officers.
seriously, like just imagine if I didn't tweet what I tweeted back then, situation would be a little different because this was going into sophomore year.
Right.
I'd have repeated my sophomore.
Could have been 8 years ago. They gonna still use that against you.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like social media, it's mad people on social media, like kids, all of that. So I try my best to use it as motivation instead of like trying to shit on someone or like flex on them. Just use it as motivation because it's mad people looking up to you. It's mad people looking up to everyone in this room, and y'all niggas don't even know it because niggas is too prideful to tell you that, yo, bro, I look up to you. Or like, bro, I fuck with what you doing. Or,
I'm proud of what you're doing.
yeah, niggas, they don't say that.
We all got platforms, and I feel like as an athlete, your job is to use your platform in a positive way. Whether you doing a podcast, you feel me? Whether you selling something, whether you doing camps, or whatever it is, just make sure you're using your platform in a positive way. Because, like he said, believe it or not, that's a lot of people that look up to us. So,
Everybody got anything else to say?
You got more questions?
Nah.
No.
I feel like you did a good job.
Good job, bro. That was a great question, bro.
I like this
Appreciate
podcast.
Bro, what you doing, bro?
100%.
That's it.
You can ask another question.
Nah, we
I don't have
done.
no question on my list.